What's up, global investors? Hope you guys are having a great day today. It's me, the Andy, or you can call me Anderson. Uh, Today we're gonna go over indicators. I know a lot of you were talking about wanting to know what indicators are and how to use them to your advantage. So today I'm gonna go over my setup, and then later on I'm gonna go in depth with another part of the video of going to the different types of indicators as well. Currently, you just have to ignore the right-hand side right here. It's just my setup. I'll do a Thinkorswim toss tutorial on how to create a really good setup and what each of these things are useful for. All right, let's get right into it. As you can see, this is my setup right here. Let me remove everything. So let's, I don't want to delete study set. Let's remove all studies. Yes. So starting off, you have this. Like if you start with Thinkorswim or whatever, you initially have this. If you want to make a change, what I do is I go here, go settings, and I go to overlap volume. Usually I overlap the volume to save some space right here, just to save some space. But usually people don't do that because they want to see the volumes, how much volume there's been for the last few days. But at the same time, if you just go over here, you can see the volume on the top right here. It's like not the top right, like it shows it right here, basically. Oh, yeah, like see right here, it shows the volume right here, even though I move it a lot. So I just really like using it like that. And then if you zoom in the charts, you can see uh, another thing you can do is to set up this. Let me go to appearances right here. You can change your candlesticks, how the bar, how you want it to trend. I like the candles, how I set it up. Uh, I recommend you can also change the grid as well. I changed it to this color. Usually, I think it's gray when you first have it in there, but it's pretty nice. Time frame. I added extra time axis. I expanded my area like to 300 bars because I chart a lot too. Because I want to create a future indicator, like not future, like try predict, analyze the stock and see where it's gonna head towards. Let's see, like if I did, let me go to, let me load study set futures too. That's what I call my studies. Let's say I go into, I think Apple. I have one. I have a setup already done on there. Not that one. Let's do Tesla. It's gonna take some time to load up. Yeah, see, like usually I chart out my futures, see how where Tesla's gonna break out and whatnot. As you can see, these I drew in myself. If you like go up here to drawings, you can like use different drawing tools right here. But we're not gonna get into that yet. So we just want to go into studies and do go over the indicators. Let me get rid of my studies for a second. So let's remove all studies. All right, let's go over MACD. That's the main thing I use. Let's go use SPY instead. Easier indicator to use. For those who don't know what the SPY index is, the SPY index is basically an ETF as well. It comprises of 500 large companies, and it's like gets like the moving like this, like basically all the stock prices and everything. It moves it, and if it affects the whole index as a whole throughout the 500 companies every time the stock either goes up or down, depending how much their position size is and their holdings are. All right, so let's go over. So to add a study, you can either do quick studies right here or add studies. What I do is I do edit studies. I type right here, let's say MACD. I want MACD. Nope, I don't want histogram. I want MACD. Boom, you click apply. Okay. So for those who don't know what MACD is a moving average convergence divergence. So what people use is to determine the momentum of the stock. Currently, I'm on a 4-hour chart. Um, the MACD just changes differently depending on how the chart is. 4 hours is showing, oh shoot, sorry. Looks like it's bearish right now, especially it took a big dip today. Very big dip as I expected. So to know how the MACD works, this blue line right here is called the MACD. The yellowish white line is called the MACD signal. the MACD line, this blue line, is always going to move faster than the white bluish line, white yellowish line, because it's the MACD signal. So like if due to momentum slowing down. So if momentum is picking up, then the blue line will go up, like as you can see right here. It's picking up and there's a crossing. Right here, you see that crossing right here. And then if you look over here, the stock is also increasing, like going up in price. This has how you indicate a bullish run, how you know the stock is going to be going up the next like 4 hours, 5 minutes or so, whatever, depending how what charts you're looking at. People use this as a day trade, and right here you can, and right here as well, you can tell the, what's it called, the bearish movement. That's when it starts moving down below, and as you can see, the stock dips down as well right here. So it shows you the bearish movement, and this indicator, every time it crosses, is a way of indicating, hey, I gotta sell out or else I'm gonna lose money in your option trade or your shares. Even right here, if it's going up, it's a buy opportunity, meaning you're gonna buy the dip. So it tells you the momentum, like, oh shoot, it's a good time to buy the dip because it's crossing right now and I can make hella money from this, which people usually do. And the histogram right here tells you the momentum, how like it's moving up and down, and it's averaging between the zero. So if anything above zero is really good. Basically, it's bullish, but sometimes it could do a bearish divergence. Right here, as you can see, this is what I call a bearish divergence. Right here is the bearish divergence. This is a bearish divergence because it's moving two separate directions, and that's what you call bearish divergence. It's a I'll include a reading and I'll talk to more about it later. Cancel. Let me remove the drawings. Clear drawing set. Yep. So the going back into MACD, MACD could be useful, but you need other things as well. So let's include another indicator. Let's see. Edit studies. Let's add on RSI. RSI. Apply. Did I apply it? Oh no, I didn't apply it yet. There we go, apply. Okay. So RSI is very useful when you look at the MACD and compare in between it, because the RSI can tell you if the stock is overbought or oversold. Whenever a stock is overbought, have you ever noticed, if you even notice on the MACD, it usually takes a dip, a pullback. Usually a stock pulls back due to the being overbought, so the MACD pulls back to basically consolidate so they can make another run up. Like if you look at Tesla, which is like crazy, like overbought, like everybody knows, right here, see like how crazy it is. Like it just keeps pulling up, then it pulls back down, then it pulls back up, and it pulls back down, and it pulls back up. Like it's just really crazy. Sooner or later, I'm expecting it to pull back down. If everybody wondering about my prediction, but yeah, whenever the MACD crosses this right here, this 70 line, that's mean it's overbought, and it will turn red for you. Like you see anywhere it turn red, that's mean it's being overbought. If it goes below 30, it's oversold, meaning it's a good time to buy as well, or buy an option contract, because you know it's going to go back up and shoot right back up, which is very useful if you use this tool with the MACD on top of that, because it just follows the exact same trend almost. And let's see, let's add another one. Let's add another one. So implied volatility is a really good, if you're doing option contracts, you can use this as a way of knowing when to buy a put or a call. So right here, people use this as a way of determining the volatility within the option contracts, option chains. So like if it gets up here in the high top ends, this is when you buy. Like people say the calls are cheap, and when it goes down here, this is when all the puts are cheap. So it moves in between these lines and of sorts, and people use as an indicator as well when to buy calls, when to buy puts. So like right here, as you can see, before the stock shot up, it shot down here. Good time to buy a call. Boom, it shot right up, 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 and it kept staying up there. And then around here now, you can buy another call as well. Even though sometimes people uses to short the stock as well to do like short contracts, but I say be careful using implied volatility. This is the time where I would recommend using this if you know your MACD, if you use the MACD indicator, the RSI, as a way of predicting the stock movement. And this is how you use it. Don't use implied volatility most of the time. Read the news right here. So I have the news right here. Read the news as well. Go do some research, see what's coming up. Look at social media, see what could affect the stock. Even going through their spreadsheets for the stock, seeing their deliveries, what they have met, what's their goal for this year, can make a big determinant in what the stock is going to go towards as well. And if you want to save study, you just click Save Study right here. Then you put the name and whatever, but I'm going to go in more in depth. So the next thing I'm going to load up is my setup, and I'm going to show you guys how to create a setup like this if you're on Thinkorswim. So let me, whoa, come on, pop up. Oh, I got to remove everything actually. Hold up. Remove all studies. It just messed up my whole entire chart. Load study futures 2. Let's change this to 30-minute, 1 hour. All right, let's do this 4 hour. So here's my indicators, what I use. So I use a auto trend line indicator, as you can see. This trend line indicator tells me what direction the stock is heading. I also have VWAP indicator as well. I use VWAP indicator, RSI indicator as well. These trend line right here tells me the direction of the channel of what the stock can hit. Every time it hits the top end of a, like, let's say the channel, usually it bounces down. That's what usually happens. But Tesla is like unpredictable and you can't really know that. So that yellow in between line tells the direction what could affect the channel of what way the direction the stock is heading. And the inner smaller yellow channel right here will turn red sometimes too, if like it's always constantly moving. Like it's the one that moves the most. The white channel rarely moves at all compared to the two inner yellow channels. Let's go SPY. Sorry about that. My phone was just ringing. Let's go SPY. As you can see right here, SPY took a huge hit, and the yellow channel is red, meaning indicating a bearish movement. And SPY taking a huge hit uh, shows that it's showing down, hitting bottom of the channel, as expected, because it was hitting top near here, near the top channel, and it needed to be like corrected and consolidate. It needed a big pullback, but at the same time, it's due to COVID cases happening, which caused this to drop down insanely. And on top of that, my RSI indicator popped up as well. This yellow arrow here pops down when there's meaning it's going to have a bearish down movement. And then there's a blue right here, which is my MACD indicator as well, my VWAP. It indicates me that, hey, it's a good time to buy an option call right now because it's going to be bullish up and it goes up, as you can see. But don't rely on that too much because sometimes it can be wrong. Like right here, like it barely had a movement. Or let me go right here. There's a good example where I saw somewhere back here. Yeah, like right here, goes up and then goes down, and it doesn't indicate you that the stock is going to go down at all, which is crazy ridiculous. But at the same time, just don't rely. You gotta use all your like other indicators like RSI and your MACD. I also use auto. I got a Supertrend indicator as well, which is telling me what is the current readings of the stock market. Like right now, it's neutral. As you can see, neutral is this. Green is what's it called? Green is like a strong uptrend. And there's red, which is a strong downtrend. Let's do Apple. I think Apple is strong. Nope, let's do Lulu. So Lulu right here is in a downtrend, as you can see. And currently it's trying to break out of this channel right here, the bearish channel, a lot, and go back into a bullish channel. As you can see, it's this channel here, the white channel is showing a very downtrend. So that's how it indicates if it's a downtrend. And if this yellow trend continued breaking out this red trend, then it's going to slowly move this white channel up to become neutral, then a strong uptrend or uptrend at first. It's a good way to use that. Let me go here. For using this, I also use what's it called, when I put, like, let's say I want to put an indicator right here. I do this and I right click it, and I could create an alert where the price, if it breaks out of that certain price, that's mean the trend is slowly changing over time. So I set this mark at or above and then create, and it marked that line for me, tell me that, hey, all right, if it breaks out of this certain area of this resistant, a huge resistance actually, then I know it's gonna be bullish, and I can make money off this or do a call or a put, depending how it moves in here. If it hits up here and it bounces down, that's a good time to do a put. But you gotta look at the RSI and the MACD, which looks like it's gonna go up even more, possibly. Let's do. So how did I set up this? Oh shoot, this type of setup. I did a code. What I used was this right here. Use ThinkScript. Where you can. I'm gonna include the link. Let's go into here. Let's go explore. I use. Let me go. Candlesticks breaking out trading. Uh, let's do here. Support and resistance. So right here, I use the auto trend line indicator, which gives you, if you click on it, it gives you the link to this code. Then when you get this code, you go right here to create. You basically copy this entire code right here, like copy it, then you paste it in here, like Command V or Control C, Control V to paste this code in here. Then once you're done with that, you name it, then you click OK, and it'll pop up right here for pricing. I also use another code I use is, where's it at? Go explore. I think it's in here. B3 long term. Nope, nope. Not this. I'm trying to find it out. Scalping indicators. So I use, is it Supertrend? Where's the trend indicator? You can use Supertrend, which is also useful too, because it tells you what the trend is heading towards. But I don't use that, so I'm just trying to find out where candlestick patterns. You can use this too if you're looking at candlesticks if you're interested in scalping. I guess I don't have it in here. Hold on. Let me do this. Trend indicator. ThinkScript should be in here, but I have a link for it. I'll send it to you guys because it looks like I can't find it at all. Usually it pops up, but for some reason I can't find it in here. I think of a premium can learn to training toolbox. Let's do training toolbox. No. Yeah. Looks like there's. Let's do VWAP. Nope. Oh, you can use a VWAP indicator here. This or some of them I use. Yeah, it doesn't look like trading toolbox. Nope. Divergence. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Let me go on the forum actually, because I'm trying to look for it. Buy the dip, find the stock. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's on here, but I do have a trend indicator showing me the different trends. That's it's very useful because you can tell if the stock is going to keep heading up or heading down with all the other indicators you're using as well. Another thing I would recommend is going into Investopia and then look up Guide to Technical Analysis, because you can also read all the different other, what's it called, technical analysis indicator and strategies they use. I recommend reading this because I don't use them personally because I don't see them as beneficial. I use Fibonacci um, re as a good way strategy of reading support and resistance. That's the only thing I else use rather than MACD, RSI, and that's it. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just ask me and I can help you guys out personally. I can also live stream and show you guys how to do this as well, to like how to set up your toss, or also if you're on TradingView, there's TradingView, this right here. TradingView is a free platform where you can basically look at stock charts and ideas as well. Let's see. Let's say you want to look at SPY. Yeah, let's do that SPY, and you can basically look at the like the stock charts. But they limit the one thing that the downfall about TradingView is they limit the amount of scripts you can add onto your what's it called your charts. That's why you need premium for it. But yeah, there's plenty. They also use scripts here as well. You can very useful. There's some weird ones in here, which is pretty interesting. Like one they use for the moon and all that source is just like like this ace play ace spectrum. Like what is that? I don't even know what it is yet. But there's a lot of different ones. Uh, don't pay no mind to that if you don't know what it is, unless it's very useful. Um, but yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, just hit me up on Discord at me. Uh, I'm always free. Usually I work at nights at the hospital. I work 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. But usually I try to get back. Either I get back to you guys, or Raj and Austin can get back to you guys as quickly as possible. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, just ask me. Don't be afraid to ask any questions, especially if you're new to trading. And yeah, hope you guys have a great night.